Hello and welcome to another episode of A Closer Look. Thank you for joining us. The World Bank, at its 9th edition of its annual economic update, held a press conference recently, focusing on Papua New Guinea's economic long-term and global context based on education, outlining a recovery to pre-COVID output levels.
As the economy recovers slowly to pre-pandemic levels, the government reduced the fiscal shortfall from 8.8% of gross domestic product in 2020 to 1.4% in 2023, leading to the end of the year with a whopping 3.9%. Since May 2023, the Bank of PNG has allowed a moderate depreciation of the kina to address foreign exchange issues. Despite that, the World Bank's 9th edition, with the reopening of the Porgera mine, economic growth is projected to increase to 4.8% this year. Senior World Bank economist for PNG, Ruslan Poinkiviski, expressing that investing in your children is the way forward for PNG's economy.
So there is growth, but this growth does not translate into improvement of living standards of the population. Of course, you see a problem is there. Now, how to resolve this problem? We point out to many different dimensions. Of course, the overall approach would be to start investing some of the resource revenues that the country has into physical capital, into human capital, into better business environment so that the growth rates are higher.
With the PNG economic update based on analysis on urgent need for investment in children's education and teaching quality education, Senior World Bank education specialist for PNG, Joy Wong, stated the reasons.
The global evidence is clear. Education and the skills it creates is central for PNG's development. Indeed, the most important asset that PNG has is not its natural resources or even its geographic location. It is your people. Education is key from the individual's perspective. It equips workers with better skills to gain better jobs, to be more productive and more resilient to the changing world of work. We also know that better educated mothers raise healthier and more educated children. Education is also key for societies, as it's associated with more civic participation, trust, and political awareness. And there is strong empirical evidence that education is a key ingredient for economies, higher income, higher growth, and poverty reduction.
Results now shown clearly that Papua New Guinea's most important asset is its people. To emphasize more, World Bank lead economist for Pacific, Lars Sodergaard, reciprocates.
There is not a single country in the world that have faced the education challenges that PNG is facing and have been able to address them with shrinking budgetary allocations. To improve outcomes, this needs to change. Let me give an example on this on the textbook front. Half of PNG's primary students do not have their own textbook. What would it cost to address that? We estimate that it would cost north of 300 million kina. How much was in this year's budget? Only 22 million. So the gap between what is needed and what is allocated are just staggering. The good news is PNG is ready to face these challenges given both global and knowledge here from PNG on what to do and how to do it. And doing so will yield very large economic returns. Indeed, PNG is not alone in the world in facing exactly these types of challenges.
Sodegard said urgent change is needed to make sure PNG's education system gives young people the best chance at building a strong future and contributing to their country.
After this break, we will take a look at the first of its kind PNG Protein Hub. Stay with us.